Hey guys, what's up? It's Umbruhh here, and today I am back with another Final Fantasy XIV video, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to earn as much Gil as possible without crafting or gathering as a Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. So, now that Shadowbringers is out, I figured I'd update my guide and offer you some new and improved methods on how to earn Gil in this game the best way possible. So, without further ado, here we go. So, you don't have to do these in any particular order, so here we go. First good method you should try is farming Tomestones of Goetia and buying the materials from it in Umbruhh. So, Goetia was the Tomestones before Phantasmagoria, but since Phantasmagoria offers better gear, there's really not much point to get Goetia for gear unless you're buying the crafting materials, and these materials usually sell for a very good price on the market boards. So for example, as you can see right here, I'm going to buy some multifaceted resin, and I'm going to sell it on the market boards. Now, this won't always be the most selling item, so what I like to do is go on FF14MB.com/Gilgamesh, because I'm on the Gilgamesh server. You can change it to whatever your server you like, so you can see which of these items is selling for the most without having to go to the market boards and manually look up the items yourself. And this is a really helpful tool here. So I'm not sponsored, by the way, so I'm gonna sell these multifaceted resins and make some Gil. Another good method is to sell any Materia 7 and Materia 8 that you are not using. You probably can get away with like selling Materia 7, but I would recommend holding on to Materia 8 that you are using for your class. So like, for example, only sell these materia once you've melded your gear however you want, or you just get materia that isn't suitable for your gear. So like, let's say if you're playing Dark Knight and you get spell speed materia, you can just go ahead and sell that on the market boards. So obviously materia sells a lot on the market boards because everybody's trying to meld their gear. So once you have all the materia you don't need, you can just sell it on the market boards. Next step you're going to want to do is to do treasure maps. So for this expansion, you are going to want to get Time-Worn Zanir skin maps, because these offer the treasure maps for Norvrant and Shadowbringers. So you're going to want to be level 80 to do this. You have to be level 80 to do this. So what I would recommend doing is buying 2 maps that way, but first, once you buy the first map, you should open it up and figure out where the location is, and then buy another map, because you can't hold on to 2 unopened maps. And then, to start with this, you're going to want to get an FC party going. Like, I wouldn't recommend doing this in Party Finder, because some people just might need on your loot. So basically, you should set up your map, your loot rule with your FC members or your friends. I'd recommend doing this with FC or any of your friends. That way you can all set up fair rules with each other, because doing it in Party Finder won't be very good. And usually these maps offer a lot of highly valuable items that I would recommend doing frequently. It's probably one of the more lucrative methods on this list. Next up, what you're going to want to do is run extreme level primals from A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. Since Stormblood does not offer any craftable primal weapons at the moment, I would just avoid doing that and focusing on A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. You can buy craftable weapons off the market board, and usually, unlike the vendor items of these primal weapons, they offer a glow effect, and so naturally people want these versions of the weapons more. But since you have to craft them, you're obviously going to need to find materials for them as well. And if you're not crafting, what I'd recommend doing is running these extreme primals and killing them so you can get the crafting materials. For example, you're going to want to run Nidhogg EX, for example, if you want to get the Nidhogg scales for the Nidhogg weapons and sell those on the market board. Nidhogg's probably your best bet because his weapons are probably one of the most sought after weapons on the market board, on my server at least. And last but not least, turn in any old gear for GC seals and use them to buy materials to sell on the market board. It's basically a similar method to farming Tomestones of Goetia. Like, you're gonna wanna look up the item you're selling beforehand on the market board website. So, like, let's say Coke is selling the most on the market boards. I would recommend buying as much Coke as possible from your local drug dealer, kidding, from your grand company, and then selling them on the market boards. And basically, to get these GC seals, a good way is just to turn in any of the items that you no longer use or have need for. So instead of selling them for Gil, I would instead turn them into Grand Company seals. It's far more lucrative that way as well. That's my guide. I hope you all find this helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV content. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch, and I will see you guys later. I love you all. Umbruhh out.